Hey guys, as most of you already know, tomorrow is finally day one of Gen Con 2016, and I am extremely excited. We have all been counting down the days since last Gen Con. I know there is a lot of games that have been announced that are either coming out or being demoed at Gen Con. So today's video will be the official Kobold Club pre-game show for Gen Con 2016. Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Also, stay tuned on the YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting content from Gen Con this year, trying to keep everybody up to date. So for those of you that can't go, that are just going to watch at home, make sure to follow me on Facebook. I'll be posting some live videos actually from the event floor there. So stay tuned there. So today we are going to be looking at a few of the games that I am personally looking forward to coming out at Gen Con 2016. I'll start with a few of the games that are kind of on everybody's list right now. The first one being Terraforming Mars by Stronghold Games. Terraforming Mars has been a game that has been talked about a lot on Twitter and Facebook. A lot of people are looking forward to this game. Stronghold has just an exceptional track record with Euro-style games, and I think this one is going to be falling right in line with that. Another one is Scythe. It's by Stonemayer Games. It is a 1920s alternate universe type game where you're kind of farming, but at the same time there's mechs and all this crazy stuff going on. So looks to be very interesting, so I will be checking that one out as well. Another one that is making a lot of people's lists right now is Brewin USA. It's by Adam's Apple Games. It is a Euro game where you kind of collect ingredients, and then you make beer, and you try to sell that beer in different cities, and it looks to be really fun. So any game involving beer is cool by me. Side note, another thing I am looking forward to at Gen Con is Sun King Brewery's annual Gen Con beer. This year it's, I believe it's called 20-sided rye. So not a game, but still looking forward to that. Another game that's been being talked about a lot on forums and on social media is Mystic Vale by AEG Games. This game is already out. I know some people that already have it, but I have not had a chance to play it yet, so I am looking forward to playing that. It's got this new kind of mechanic called card crafting, where you essentially combine cards to make, parts of a card to make one large card and gain various effects from that. So we got all the standard choices out of the way, so let's get on to the games that I am personally just have to check out at Gen Con. The first game on my list, and the one that I was most excited about, is the Doom remake by Fantasy Flight Games. So Fantasy Flight Games has had that IP of Doom, which is the video game. They've had that for a while. They made a game already of it, I believe. I never played that one, but however they are releasing a new Doom, since there's a new Doom video game that came out this year, and it looks to be just kind of a real cool tactical survival horror combat game using the Doom IP. So I am definitely wanting to demo that. I do not think it's coming out at Gen Con, but they have said that there will be demos, so I am looking forward to that. Also from Fantasy Flight Games, they are bringing out Star Wars Destiny. I'm not as excited about this one. I do want to check it out just to see what it's like. It is a dice combat game. It looks to me like it's pretty much like Dice Masters, so I'm not super interested in this one, but I do want to check it out. The artwork, a little shaky on it from what they've showed on social media, so I'm just curious to see what they did with that. Coming in from Upper Deck Games, we have Legendary, Big Trouble in Little China. Holy fuck, who would have even thought to make a board game after Big Trouble in Little China? I didn't know I wanted it, but now that I know it's there, I want it. So the problem with Upper Deck at Gen Con is consistent. Getting to play these new games that come out. Last year it was the Predator one. Hardly anybody got to play it because they sold out of the copies very early. And then the next thing that happened was, in order to demo the games, you had to buy a spot into the demo through the events system at Gen Con. So everybody wanted to play it, but everybody just ended up standing around the tables wondering, when the fuck am I going to get to play this game? But I never got a chance to play it at Gen Con, and I'm afraid that's probably going to happen again. I looked on the Gen Con events page. There are Big Trouble in Little China slots in the events. I don't know if they're to demo it or if it's to play it, but I hope that that's not the case. I'm very much looking forward to this game. I don't know if they're going to sell it at Gen Con, but I'm going to be pretty upset if we get there and we can't play it because you have to buy tickets to the events to play the goddamn demos. That's fucking stupid. Anyways, next up is a game that was, or actually an expansion that was announced a long freaking time ago and never just disappeared. This game company created a game that me and my friends just absolutely loved, and that was Mage Wars. At the time, just Mage Wars. Now it's known as Mage Wars Arena because they released another version of it called Academy, because Arena was just a little bit too much for most people. Now, when it was originally called Mage Wars, they had hinted at a few different expansions that were coming out. One of those that never came out was the Paladin versus the Siren expansion. And I was extremely excited for that because I thought Siren sounded really cool because, you know, sea creatures and all this other stuff that you don't usually see in these types of games. Well, it's finally coming out. So Mage Wars Arena Paladin versus Siren expansion is coming out from Arcane Wonders. So it's about goddamn time. All right, so moving on. Pandemic. A new Pandemic rehash called Reign of Cthulhu. That's by Z-Man Games. That looks to be very cool. Pandemic is a very Euro-style game. It's like kind of cooperative. I'm looking forward to this one because Cthulhu theming is always cool, and the pieces and artwork looks just insanely awesome. So that's mostly why I'm looking forward to that. So yeah. So that's pretty much the list of the big games that I'm looking forward to. I want to check out a lot of other little small indie games and just kind of walk around and see what I can find. This year at Gen Con, I haven't really planned too many events. We're mostly just going to be flying by the seat of our pants and just kind of spontaneously doing stuff, which I found to be the best Gen Con experiences when you just keep your schedule open and just have a good time, walk around and just play a lot of games. So I'm going to be demoing a lot of games this year, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'll be posting updates so you guys at home that can't be there can be there with me. All right? So I will see you guys at motherfucking Gen Con 2016. See you there.